Hey guys, so today's video is going to be on a very serious topic, the topic of suicide. It's something that mainstream media doesn't want to talk about, and a lot of people in general just don't want to talk about it because people are afraid of what their friends might say if they say, hey, I want to commit suicide. What you are about to see are clips and videos that I have taken of people who are willing to share their story and what they've been through and their advice that they want to give to you. So I really hope that they're able to reach out to you.
It's because suicide, people think that's the only option to end their misery, and I think it's sad because there are other options other than suicide that they can choose from. They can ask people for advice, they can talk to people. Maybe the people around you don't care. Just talk to someone who you know cares. For people who are suicidal, I've been where you were. I know you probably think that no one cares what you say, no one cares about you. You think that no one actually gives a damn about you, and you don't know what to do. You are panicking. Well, not really panicking. You just feel alone, and you just feel as though you're suffering. You just feel like you just want to die. And then you get in a phase where you're just it's okay if I die. I won't feel alone anymore. I'll feel peaceful. That is not true. Dying
It's a sin.
It's not a sin. Dying isn't a sin. Dying is an option. It's like going back home. My religion, when you die, you pretty much go back home. So let's just say when you die, you're going back home and all, but being alive is a privilege. God gave you that ability to live, to experience what it's like to feel emotions, to feel something. Just when you die, everything ends. There is no retake. You can't just redo it. You can't just be oh wait, I don't want to die anymore. But it's too late. You already have the knife in your heart. You already killed yourself. You can't redo it. And I think that there are a lot of people, a lot of souls, ghosts that want to be alive and want to be in your place, but you took that spot. I just think that to be alive, you get to experience stuff that makes you happy, meet people that makes you happy. You just have to be patient. Just be it's gonna be a new day, it's gonna be good. And if you need someone to talk to who has been in your shoes, well, just hit me up, because I'm here if you want to talk. I give pretty good advice.
Introduce you. You know that?
Yep.
Alright, tell me when to start. Alright.
So what are your thoughts on suicide?
I mean, thoughts on suicide is it's an option, but it's the least one that we want to make, because there's so many other ways that we can actually feel more safe and an easier route in life instead of just ending your life. Because suicide is just basically getting rid of all your pain, but by doing that, it's just ending your life. And that's not really taking a risk, right?
Okay, have you or anybody else have thoughts of committing suicide? If so, well, why? What was the purpose?
I actually had friends who have committed suicide. 6 of them exactly. One of them is because of domestic and verbal abuse at home. I've been being bullied for the whole elementary school year and the middle school year. They weren't accepted in their type of society. That's still going on today, which really sucks. And their name is Alex Hernandez. Died on October 11th, 2017.
How did you survive? Since you are a suicide survivor, how did you survive? What made you want to keep on living?
Honestly, I tried 2 times. One was with noose, the other one was with pills that I found. The pills I swallow them completely. At least a couple 4 or 5. I couldn't feel anything. I was feeling very cold all of a sudden. Then we thought of things, how the weird feeling it was. So I drank some charcoal oil water, because it kills off all the pills, but it leaves a permanent scar, which can give you an unhealthy body system when you're growing up. Another one was the news, but I got stopped by a friend of mine, a great friend of mine. He saved my life at the last second. Pushed the chair away, and next thing I know, I couldn't breathe. Like, everything went black. I passed out. That's what he told me. And next thing I woke up, I was in bed. A note saying that he would check up on me every day. Anything. And that really makes me smile. And out of all the people who weren't there, he was actually a good influence on me, and I am a good influence on him. Just, if you're planning to kill yourself, don't really do it, because you have people surrounding you. People who look at you, not in a weird way, in an actual nice way, meaning that they want to be your friends, or they are your friends, looking after you. Because people are really caring. The least that you expected, and no matter what age, people are caring. It seems that they're not, or no one is caring at all, but there is people. Just people to talk to, counselors, your gym coach, anyone actually, your friend, or just a random classmate that you've seen, have experienced the actions of suicide, like cutting, dozing off in class, everything of the basics of depression. You just gotta find an outlet. Find something that gets you distracted on all the world's negativity, because although, yes, there's a lot of negativity going on about war, racism, everything like that, but there's also beauty. The moment you wake up in the morning, you see the sun rise, depending when you wake up, or you just see the small little things that matter. 2 birds chirping, 1 bird chirping because it's happy, because he knows that it's not alone. And feeling of a relationship or a friendship missing something like that, it's tough to cope. It's very difficult just to find someone, not just to love and care, to actually have a potential to talk to, reach out. I never had the chance to reach out until high school. I was able to reach out. So it's never too late to find out. It's never to accept love. It's never to accept anything.
When I think of suicide, I think of people who just like don't want to be here anymore. People who are just sad, depressed. That my sister, she wanted to commit suicide because she didn't like how she was. She didn't like her body. She didn't like anything about herself. She felt like she was alone, but she immediately quit that idea because she met someone who cared for her, unlike other people who made fun of her. But she met someone that loves her, that cares for her.
Okay.
And she's really happy now. My advice for people who want to commit suicide is that to not give up. There's more out there in the world for you. You just have to be brave and face the challenges that the world gives you, because in the end, there's a great reward.
They showed that they were going to do something like that because bullying, insecurities, and they reach out. They always reach out. They always reach out. But the people they reach out to either don't care or they just, oh, you're fine, you're okay, and then just keep going. But some kids it's actually that. Because sometimes what the kids don't understand is they're being selfish. Because taking their life causes their mom, their parents, their friends and family devastation for who knows how many years. You know what? Actually, I actually have something. Can you see this? You matter.
The topic of suicide for me is really big, not only because I've had thoughts where I want to commit suicide, but also because I know so many people who have asked me for advice on what to do since they were having suicidal thoughts. So it's really big upon me, and it's not like suicide isn't really something that's really talked about through like out social media and like everything else. People just like want to forget about it. They really don't care. People say that nobody really cares about you unless they're at your gravestone. That may be true to some people, but it's not really true at all, because there's still a lot of people out there who still care about you, who don't hate you, who still look up to you. They may not say it, they may not show it, but they do. Suicide is just a poor excuse to get rid of everything, get away from all your life problems. And these problems I call as challenges, because not only are you growing up by yourself, but you're also growing up with friends. Basically, you're never alone in this world. Yeah, you grow up by yourself, like a lot, but there are challenges or problems that will come at you, and you can't do anything about it. You can't go through it alone. That's why you have friends who are willing to hold your hand and get through it with you. So yeah, you'll be growing a lot, but you will also be growing with so many people you have great connections with. To me, when I was in the side of, or when I had thoughts of committing suicide, I would talk to my friends, because I would ask them what would I do or what should I do. And their first response, they took a while to say, was because they were thinking about it. Because one word, one phrase, one sentence can be the answer to someone who wants to commit suicide. Like, I want to commit suicide. Someone says that to you, and you say, okay, it's not like you're going to do it anyways. And that's a clear, obvious sign that you basically don't care and that they're going to commit suicide. But if you say, don't commit suicide because it's a really bad thing, I don't want to lose you or anyone else, committing suicide is something that you really shouldn't do. I see you as a great friend and a great person. That is a really good answer to someone who wants to commit suicide, because you gave them a reason to keep on living. And yeah, I believe that everyone has a reason for being on this earth. It's not just to be like, oh, you're here, do whatever you want. No. You're here to help people, guide people, become friends with them, look out for them. You're here to do so much than just one reason. And to me, it's never too late to turn back around and try again. And what I mean is, if you were with someone, like you were really close at one time, and you guys like, you had like a huge argument, and there's a good chance that one other person wants to commit suicide because of the arguments. It's never too late to go back to them and talk with them again. Who knows, things might be different. Things might go really well this time. It's a lot of people are afraid to do that. They're afraid to do so because they're afraid of the response that they're gonna get. They don't know whether it's gonna be a positive or a negative, and that to a teenager is just like, should I even do it? That's why people are so hesitant to ask a very serious question, because they don't really know how it's going to go or how it's going to unfold. And one of the reasons why I bring this up is because back in middle school, I know two people who I was really close with. They got into an argument, and one of them went up to me and say, "Bro, this girl, I still love her, but I don't know, bro. Everything else that is revolving around it, I don't know if I just want to keep on living." And I thought about it, and I was just like, well, why are you telling me this? Why not tell her? You two seem like you guys still love each other, right? Why don't you guys just talk it out? There's no perfect relationship. You always gotta communicate and talk things out with each other. There's no good relationship without trust. No, is there? No. But one of the main reasons why people also get depressed is because of bullying. Bullying isn't a good thing. A lot of people die and commit suicide because of bullying. I'm not a bystander. I'm not the person who would want to see people getting bullied. I will stand up for them even if I have to take a punch in the face. Because I don't want to see someone getting bullied just because they're weak or pathetic. As much as they want to stand up for themselves, I know they won't do it because they know that they're gonna get hurt mentally and physically. That's why you look out for people and you stand up for them. You tell them, hey, you're not alone in this world. Suicide is really a major threat to our world. A lot of people die more to suicide than to car accidents. One person dies thanks to a car crash every month, while 123 people die because of suicide every month. So suicide is not really the best answer. It never was and never will be. If I had to give you any advice, I would tell you to look out for yourself. Ask people for help, even if they can't help you. Ask for adults' help. Ask for an adult help. They'll help you. You can't just be in a corner saying sad stuff to yourself, writing sad stuff to yourself, posting sad stuff about yourself, because that will only just make things worse. It will only make the matters worse. So if you vent if you need to, there's a lot of people who are willing to talk to you, who are willing to spend or give away a lot of their time just so they can help you out. You may think you're alone in this world. You're really not. There's so many people out there who are willing to help you. You're just too blind to see it. So if I were you, stop being so blind and open your eyes. A lot of people say that to me. And not only because I'm Asian, okay? My eyes are open. But also because they look out for me. And you should look out for them and for yourself as well. See you guys in the next video.